Rick Santos here with another how-to video for Baker to Vegas. Today I'm going to open up the rule book and go over chapter 2. There's a lot of important information throughout the entire rule book, but I today just want to focus on chapter 2. Again, you can find the rule book at bakervegas.net. That's bakervegas.net. If you scroll, once you're on the home page, about 2/3 of the way down, right-hand side, you'll see the icon that says Rulebook. Just click on that and you'll be able to open it up. Looking at Chapter 2, we're going to go over a few of these things. I'll let you read through the general stuff there, but I want to start here where it talks about protests. If you choose to make a protest here, protests or complaints of suspected infractions shall be written and turned into the OIC at the next exchange point or directly to a race official at the finish line prior to the official closing of the race at 0800. So if you're going to make some kind of complaint or protest about something that you saw, some type of violation, I strongly suggest that if you see it along the road, that you go over to the next exchange and document it there. If for whatever reason you want to wait till you get back into Vegas, let's get that turned into the finish line by, it says 8 o'clock, finish line closes right around that time. So we need to get those in by that time. If it's not in at that time, then it's not going to count. So please make sure that that you do that. Unofficial times. The unofficial times are going to come out no later than 1100 on Sunday, and then you, as a team captain, will be notified. You can check the website again, bakervegas.net. We'll have a link there to check the unofficial results. If you check those and you have a penalty, it'll show on there that there's some penalties. You can come down immediately at that point to the war room at the Rio, and the war room is going to be where you pick up your items on Friday. So team captains will know exactly where that is. That room that you pick up your items on Friday will turn into the war room on Sunday. And you're going to come down there and fill out some information, and you will have the opportunity to dispute those penalties. Once the war room closes, that's it. You no longer have any opportunity to dispute those penalties. If the penalty that you have incurred requires documentation to support your claims, then please make sure that you have that documentation. You'll be given a chance to sit in front of a board, discuss what transpired, and why you feel the penalty should be removed or reduced. So again, make sure that you're answering your phones. I know a lot of people just like to be done with the race, turn off their phones, only to turn it on later on that afternoon around 3 o'clock or so and find out that they received penalties, and then they want to discuss them at that point and they can't. So please make sure that you have your phones on and that you're answering them. I will say this, one of the bigger things that we have seen the last couple of years is teams forgetting to turn in their run plans. If you fail to turn in your run plan, you can be disqualified. So the war room is going to reach out to you. They're going to ask you to come and bring that run plan in, as well as the Verizon device this year. So make sure that you are answering your phones. Moving right along, it talks about the different penalties. Usually in the rule book, you'll see the penalty followed by a number. That number indicates the amount of time. So for instance, PT 5 is a 5-minute penalty, so forth and so on. DQ being disqualified. So please make sure that you know what all of these are. Basic rules, run plan, make sure that you have your run plan turned in by March 18th. That is required, and that has gone out to you all several times, so please make sure that you have that. Teams are required to have 20 runners put into place. You can have up to 10 alternates. You do not need to have all 10 of those, but make sure that you have your 20 runners placed. Please reference the video on YouTube showing how to place your runners, especially when it comes to the alternates. We'd like them all up on top, so that way when we print out the forms, they print nice and neat. If you do not turn in your run plan, you will receive a penalty. You can also, on Friday when you check in, you are going to receive that run plan back where it's going to be printed. We're going to print it out for you. We're going to hand it back to you. You're going to verify all the information. If you need to make changes, you can do so at that time and reprint out a new one. This run plan needs to come back to me on Sunday. So when you finish the race, when your last runner comes through, your support vehicle staff should be walking in with this run plan to turn in. Start line runner, it talks about that. I talked about that in one of my other videos as well. Please make sure that you reference that. Your team volunteer, again, every team is required to have a volunteer. The penalty for that is disqualification. So please make sure that your team has their volunteer and that they show up on time. Penalty for reporting late. A 5-minute penalty will be assessed for each minute increment past the starting time. So all your volunteers will receive notification from their OIC as far as what time they are to start. Make sure that they understand that. Make sure that they know where to go. Team catchers. Every runner, let me rephrase that, every runner must have a catcher. Talks about wearing the green bibs. I don't care if it's green, yellow, white, doesn't matter. As long as they have a safety vest on and a number and a bottle of water. That is what they need. They're just going to stand there and catch the runner. What I mean by that is as soon as that runner comes in, they're physically going to put hands on the individual, make sure that they're okay. We had an incident last year where the catcher didn't want to put hands on anybody. If that's the case, you're going to get penalized because the medical staff there, as well as the other volunteers, are not there to do your catcher's job. So please make sure that you talk with your volunteers that are helping your team and that they understand what the role of a catcher is. Again, shall wear a reflective vest to help identify them. That is a must. There is zero, I repeat, zero alcohol allowed on the race course. This will disqualify your team. So make sure that there is nothing else there. Altercations, this will result in disqualification as well. There is no fighting. Remember why we're out there, folks. We are out there to pay, most of us, to pay tribute to officers we've lost, friends that we've lost throughout the years. Everybody in law enforcement has lost somebody. And a lot of times this is the best way we have to pay tribute to them. So let's not get things twisted, as they say. Let's not lose our perspective. We're out there to have a good time, to compete, to promote fitness. And, yes, I get it. The competitive juices flow, but at no point in time will there be any types of altercations. Also, with that being said, there is no arguing with race officials. If you choose to argue with the race official, you choose to have it out, whatever you want to call it, you'll be disqualified. There'll be penalties leading up to disqualification. The people out there are volunteers. Again, I get it. We sometimes get very competitive. We get told some things, you may not like it. But if it's coming from them, if a volunteer tells you, hey, you can't park there and you choose to walk away, we're going to penalize you, if not disqualify your team. You might say, hey, that sounds a little harsh. Well, you were given the opportunity. You made a choice. So please just make sure that we're abiding by all the rules. With that being said, every vehicle on that race course shall have their team number on it. We've been really lax with this rule for the last couple of years. We're going to start cracking down. Even if that means while I'm out there, I'm following people back to their cars. I'm going to find out who you are and I will penalize you, as well as others have been informed to do the exact same thing. We have to start adhering to these rules that we've put into place, so just be aware. Trash, no trash, guys and gals. You drop something, pick it up. If it blows away, do your best to get after it and have somebody else help you to grab it. This is Bureau of Land Management land. This is not your home, and we are going to make sure that we leave it nicer than we left it. So pick up all the trash in the area. See something on the ground, I don't care if you dropped it or not, just pick it up, throw it in the trash can. Speed limits. Please pay attention to the speed limits. Okay. There's a back road that runs behind Medbase that cuts across. I believe it's at 15 and lets you out somewhere between 5 and 6, somewhere in there. Don't speed through there. It's a nice open road, but there is a very, very small town of Tacopa that is there. If you blink, you're going to miss it. But the folks there are not going to miss you. We are guests. Let's make sure that we're abiding by the speed limit. Also, as we drive down 127, 160, all these different highways, abide by the speed limits. Nevada Highway Patrol as well as CHP do not want to cite you, but yet I've told them, advise them if they have to, please do so to keep all of us safe, not just you, but all the others if you choose to drive without regard to others around and you get a citation, quite frankly, you deserve it. We've had teams that have lost mugs, placements because of speeding. So don't be that team. Make sure that your runners know how long it takes to get there. And please express to them to drive safely. Vehicle markings, like I mentioned a little while ago, please make sure that they have all the vehicles marked. Team numbers on the front and rear of their vehicles. Yes, that is so I can see it as well as other race officials, no doubt 100%. So if you choose to speed through there, I am going to see whose number that is and I will report it. But like I said, if I've got to follow you, please don't do that because all that does is make everybody upset. We'll still do it, but please, I ask that we all abide by the rules. This video should be shared to everybody, with everybody who's on your team. So that way they are hearing my explanation of all of these rules. The last one is use of drones. Absolutely 100%. Zero use of drones. Please do not get caught with this. Please, please, please. You will get disqualified and you may not be allowed to come back. This is dangerous. We've got airships that are flying throughout the course to pick up the injured. And the last thing we need is for any type of accident. So no drones whatsoever. I have had media request it, and I thank them for reaching out to me. And I've politely expressed to them that we cannot, and they understood. They understood the safety concerns. So no drones. All right, everyone. That is all I've got for you in regards to the rule book, chapter 2, general rules. As I mentioned, please make sure to share this video with everybody that's associated with your team because these are rules that apply to everyone, not just the team captain, not just your runners, but some of your spectators, everyone. So please make sure that you pass this video along. As always, I appreciate your time. And until next time, bye for now.